Number 12 question in past bar exam 2024 in the Bordeaux. So we have here number 12 question. EXO Corporation Incorporated, ECI, in its exclusive bargaining agent Camille Labor Union, KLU, into a collective union, KLU, entered into a collective bargaining agreement effective from December 15, 2019 to December 14, 2024. The agreement prohibits KLU and its members from holding a strike and lockout. In May 2024, ECI and KLU filed a notice of strike. After the conciliation failed, KLU conducted a strike vote which obtained majority support. KLU supported the strike vote to the Department of Labor and Employment. KLU went on strike after the mandatory cooling off period. ECI questioned the validity of the strike for being contrary to the collective bargaining agreement. In contrast, KLU argued that it complied with the strict requirements for staging a strike. Is the strike legal? Explain. Answer: yes. The strike is legal. In Assembly of Laborers and Tenants Organization versus La Fuerza, GR number L33221 and L33262-63, April 28, 1975. It states council involved the provision that the provision CIR's jurisdiction to prevent any unfair labor practice shall not be affected by any other means of adjustment or as prevention that has been or may be established by an agreement code, law, or otherwise. Section 5A Industrial Peace Act, as well as the prohibition against yellow dog contract contained in Section 8 of the same law, Section 51, CGS 1024 Note 34. A yellow dog contract, quote-unquote, is an agreement which exacts from workers as a condition of employment that they shall not join or belong to a labor organization or attempt to organize one during their period of employment, as that they shall withdraw therefrom in case they are already members of a labor organization. The typical yellow dog contract embodies the following stipulations. 1. A representation by the employee that he is not a member of a labor organization. 2. A promise by the employee that he will not join a union. And 3. A promise by the employee that upon joining a labor organization, he will quit his employment. So here, further, the labor code and the IRR limit the grounds for a valid strike to 1. A bargaining deadlock in the course of collective bargaining, or 2. The conduct of unfair labor practices by the employer. Only a certified duly recognized bargaining representative may declare a strike in case of a bargaining deadlock. However, in case of unfair labor practices, the strike may be declared by any legitimate labor organization. In both instances, the union must conduct a strike vote, which requires that the actual strike is approved by majority of the total union membership in the bargaining unit concerned. The union is required to notify the regional branch of the NCMB of the conduct of the strike vote at least 24 hours before the conduct of the voting. Thereafter, the union must furnish the NCMB with the results of the voting at least 7 days before the intended strike or lockout. This 7-day period has been referred to as the 7-day strike ban or 7-day waiting period. Big Incorporated versus Joy Buncacas et al. GR number 200,487, March 6, 2019. So that's it. That's our answer for number 12 question in the past bar exam 2024 in labor law and social legislation. So I hope and pray that we will have the same answer in this particular number of the question. Thank you. Good day and God bless.